Let's go. Got it. We are live stream. So smile to the camera.
Hello.
Yeah, but why is it not allowing me to record? Oh, there you go. Record on this computer.
Yeah, hello.
There you go. You ready?
That's it.
Yeah. So we are live. Welcome to Unstoppable PowerHouse. And we're just gonna go on a short live session on Instagram as well, just so people meet the Unstoppable Powerhouse. So we are now live, not just on LinkedIn. We are live on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to Unstoppable Powerhouse Networking, the first and one of the most unique events. And the Powerhouse and the Unstoppable, I think, kind of says safety in Declan, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, no, it's bringing those kind of characteristics along, pushing forward, and really just being able to meet some people and have a proper conversation, and not like you're usually used to at other networking events. It's a case of building proper relationships, and it's not just handshakes and things like that, obviously.
Exactly. And like we said when we actually said that we're going to talk about today, it's all going to be just to give a glimpse of people that they are interested to see. Like we can see, Island Smart Homes actually say hello, guys, hello back to you, David, and your team on Instagram. And the whole reason for today's call, which is going to be probably about half an hour, is just to give an introduction to what Unstoppable Powerhouse is, why it has been created, and pretty much why we're doing what we're doing. So, Declan, you're gonna tell more about what's the reason we created this? Because we created this in over coffee, which was quite exciting.
Well, yeah, no, it was we were all there, the usual handshakes, and then meeting yourself, having a conversation, and I was there pushing one of my products. You were doing the same, and again, it's just a case of recognizing that there was a very similar kind of drive to do something and push businesses forward. Now I know that we've both got our own businesses as well, so as you say, over a quick coffee, thought it would be good to get some other people together and hopefully build a community where we can all just push our own ideas forward, connect the people that those ideas join us up with, and keep pushing that forward too. I mean,
exactly.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just agreeing with you because the whole it's not just a connection we had. That's why we met and we kept in contact afterwards, because we felt that we felt connected, we felt inspired, and we wanted to bring the same level of empowerment and inspiration to other professionals from different backgrounds. Because although we are similar in what we do, we're looking to provide that support to different businesses and entrepreneurs. We have different ways of helping other people. So the dynamic, it's what it's all about, because it's building meaningful relationships rather than anything. So I think that you agree with that, because sharing knowledge, it's power. It's not just about having the knowledge, it's about sharing with other people.
That's it. Yeah, no, absolutely. I found this quite a lot when you open up and have a few discussions, when you get that connection with some people, and you share not only the good, which is often what we discuss in the first place. It's when you get down to the nitty gritty, the obstacles, the challenges that you have at the time, you find that a lot of people have also got very similar or had very similar experiences. So again, being able to have that open conversation, and have a community of people who are able to either share how they've dealt with it, or at least share the burden of the fact that you're not the only one. It's very important, and it'll be a good thing to see once we get everybody together.
Yes. Well, like what we believe is actually it is that the power of networking can change lives, and that's why we are dedicated to make sure that becomes a reality for all the people. So everybody that will join us will, they're going to get a glimpse of our vision, which is, to become that prestige networking platform for professional, the one that are looking to aspire to become unstoppable, because they know that they can provide that excellence and they can share it with other people. And, it's all about support and empowering, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, it's about making that difference in people's lives. And I think, and I'm sure you agree with me, because we kind of put all this together. If you don't have a vision and a mission, you don't really know where you're going. It's like, I'm going on holiday. Where are you going? Well, I'm going on holiday. Well, where exactly you going? Well, I don't know. I'm just going on holiday. So it's the same with, with businesses and everything. And I can see Vienna just joined us on Instagram as well. So welcome, Vienna, to the show. It's great to have you. So yeah, like I was saying, Declan, and I'm sure that Vienna and David are
David,
agreeing with us.
yeah.
We say about the mission and the vision. It's crucial in everything you do. It's not just in business, because
No, that's it.
people.
You have to use it through life as well. I think it's important that, not only are you doing it in the micro and the macro, I suppose. So absolutely, I would suggest that what you're doing in the here and now with your business is definitely the micro and what you're aiming for. You've got the macro with your business also, but then it's personal development as well. So it's thinking about, the lessons that you're learning, the stories that you're hearing. We say a lot about reading books, and I think it's important because you often hear the voice in your head and it sticks more. You learn a lesson a lot quicker. But similar to having those experiences with people that you know are going through the same difficulties or have been gone through the same difficulties in the past, that you've got that ability to share and really soak in their experiences, so that, well, maybe you learn from their mistakes. It's that same motto. I'm sure we've all heard of it. It's a case of you have to fail, you have to go forward, and again, learning from those lessons is, let's say, it's a quick step forward, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you see, it's good that you said that, because failures, usually people they get cramped on being like failing or something. But you said that step, which is from my point of view, and I know you agree. It's about every failure is actually a stepping stone towards the goal you're looking for. So rather than see failure as a bad thing, and it's all about making a difference. And you see, I can see David from Highland Smart Homes here saying on Instagram, flying a plane with no destination can be complicated, which is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Vienna has also said that the vision and mission are very important. And I think that's why one of the reasons we said when we created our goal was to create. It's not just, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to make it better, because the traditional networking events, and I think we had and I'm not being people might say I'm being cocky here, but when we put that message or it's out there to say that our event, if you're tired of attending boring and unproductive events in the area, we didn't target anybody in particular. We just said, based on our experience, it has to be a change. And every time when somebody brought a change on the marketplace or anywhere for that reason, people reacted in like, why is the reason you think that the other one, or why you better than anybody else? We don't try to be better than anybody. We just try to provide a better value to people. And we both know, we've been entrepreneurs, and how easy can be or how hard can be to break through and to have the right tools, but not be able to use it properly in these events. And I think that's one of the reasons we're looking to engage more with the people attending our sessions.
Yeah. No, again, as you said, there's no, you don't have to target anybody. You just have to make a change and notice a space where, if again, not to say anything, but I think the common conversation at a lot of networking events, if we're not reaching out as far as we can, after one or two, you become familiar with the people who are there, and it becomes, it's positive and you do grow, but there isn't a culture there where you grow and make those connections with the people that you wouldn't necessarily walk up to and have a handshake with. and quite often you'll miss these people. You'll be at the same event looking for somebody that you know. Every time you spot them across the room, they'll have they'll be in a conversation with somebody. You'll miss out on that, and then afterwards it's a case of having to follow up. And again, hoping to build a culture where, we're all discussing things, we're all posting some bits, have a strong community of a different breed of people as well. So, we've got, strong business owners, people who've been in business for years, know what they're doing. They have their challenges, as everybody does. But we can look at that and try and build on what's already established, all the way down to startups, entrepreneurs, people who've just got a great idea and don't know what the space looks like. So hopefully build a huge base of things to push for people to have conversations.
Yeah, and I want to say welcome to Alka to our live show on Instagram. But you see, the thing is that what we because we are so excited about Unstoppable Powerhouse, we forgot to actually introduce ourselves. And and David here actually asked the question: can we hear about Declan's background? So Declan, let's start with I will allow you to be the first one to introduce yourself to our viewers on Instagram, YouTube, and the people that are watching to LinkedIn or Facebook. So Declan, tell us more about who you are, what you do, and why people should follow you.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry guys, and hello, I'm Declan. A lot of people ask me these questions and wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing. And again, I don't know if it's just the age or the way where I'm at. But again, for me, I've been through school, seen the start of many businesses. My family's all from business, seen businesses grow, had people coming to me with conversations. I've done many qualifications and all of this through business. And really found a passion for looking at people's challenges and finding not just the path of least resistance, but being able to help people with their problems and give them that support. So again, it's driven me to build Dramco, which is my company. So have a look on LinkedIn and have a poke around on the website. But I've built this business for entrepreneurs. So I've seen a huge space for people at that point between starting a business, having a really great idea, being able to push things forward, to be able to drive each other. I've just noticed the recording stopped there, so I'm just going to double check that we're still linked up. Let's try and jump back in. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we're
Lost
back.
You there.
No, I just got what do you call it? I got disconnected pretty much.
Nightmare.
Just,
Never mind.
yeah. So you are saying about we're just about go live again on. We're back in Instagram again, so I just apologize that something happened. But you're talking about what you do with Dramco, and tell us me, and well, I know what you do, but if you tell our viewers and our listeners exactly what's your specialty, what are you doing that makes Declan a good fit for other people, entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
what's your story?
thanks. Yeah, no, so I'll kick off where I think I ended up getting cut off, which was with Dramco, and starting Dramco was seeing that space between that difficult period between having an idea or concept of business and then getting it to the point where you're able to grow, systemizing a hell of a lot of what you're doing. So again, there's a lot of businesses, and I've seen it very close hand, where businesses grow to a point where it's the decision between hiring somebody and still being able to do it yourself. And there's those difficulties there where you have the trust. Do you have the systems in place? Do you have that strategy going forward as to how you're going to be able to step away? And maybe it's that mindset. And again, I think that's where I think we can join quite well, Christian.
Yes,
Is
I agree.
being able to support people through this, and have that backing behind them, and people who are not interested in taking a part of the business or looking to put an additional strain on it. It's quite clear. Going forward, knowing what we're looking to achieve, which is to get you guys into a space where you're able to drive that growth and be able to attack it in a sense where you feel safe or safer, knowing that you've had a conversation with people who've seen it in the past. And I've seen quite a few businesses get to that point where, and some decisions are to stay, and it's a one-man band, but it's again looking at your A to B, so time in motion, all the traditional known methods, which is about sort of how are you spending your time? Is your time well spent? Are you over, and just because you can do it, just because your way is the best way, and it always will be, especially starting as a one-man band. It's a case of being able to get that down and being able to transfer that to other people to build your business in a way that you'll feel confident and be able to keep your quality and brand in a place where you're happy. And again, Christian, how are you?
Yeah,
you're good.
No, it's good. It's good to know more about you at the same time, because we always talk about what we do, but you see, when you actually ask the question again, you find out even more than you thought you knew. So thank you for for sharing that with our viewers. I see that David and Vienna, they're back on. So I hope, David, that gave you a bit of insight of what Declan does. But like Declan said, you can easily just check on his LinkedIn, and also Drumco, which is the business he's running at the moment. But to say more about me, I'll give you a bit short of my background, because I have a quite extensive. My first entrepreneurial event was in about 20 years ago. So that's when I started my first business. And funny enough, it was again meeting with somebody, but this time we were actually meeting in a hospital. So we were start playing backgammon, and we start the whole business started in a hospital room playing backgammon, which was fun. But the thing is that from there, I was trying to. We had a business which actually went from nothing, working through sell it for 6 figures at that time, and it was something which and I'm just going to go back into. It looks like my internet connection is going up and down, but for whatever reason, it's stable on the on the phone, but it goes sideways on the computer, which is strange because it's exactly the same connection. Yeah. So, but I don't know if you're muted, but I can't hear you.
No, yeah, no, should be able to hear me.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the thing is, what I was saying was that that business started exactly by chance, meeting with a friend in a hospital room, and then we sold the business after I think about 18 months for 6 figures, and then I moved in different countries, have different ventures, and almost I think there's going to be 16 years in June since I came to Scotland and never left. But the thing is that you have two IT guys on here. Yeah, David said we have two IT guys that can help us with that. Great.
Perfect.
But there you go. So you see, you have the IT, and you still get get some IT issues. But yeah, it's great. I think one of the great things with what David does, it's I'm going to bring that into, because it's great. He's doing one of his systems and cameras and videos and everything else. So if you want to have a great session of home cinema room, David's showroom, it's actually great to go and have a look, and the whole showroom is amazing. So just like a accolade of what we're talking about and connecting with great people. But since I came to UK, I run two businesses, well, more than two businesses, but I run two franchises in real estate. I have about 20 years background in hospitality, lots of background in sales, maximizing, optimizing businesses, growing the businesses. I think I put at least 30 different businesses in Inverness and in Scotland on top position with some systems. And obviously, it's not just me, but the team and the support behind it. But you can see when people, and I'm not trying to blow my trumpets here, it's just more like a statement of what it was and what it is. If you put the right person in the right place, you can see go into that unstoppable mode, and you get that lead to leap when you just take the leadership, take the reins of a business and moving forward. But that's what we're trying to do here. That's why we said that it's going to be unstoppable, because at the end of the day, becoming unstoppable is something that we both believe in, and it starts with with the right mindset. It starts with the things that we do together, and it's not always easy, and it's not always straightforward, isn't it, Declan? Because we both know that everything we all talk in a different way, we think in a different way, and we perceive things in a different way. So people, when people talk about this, they say like, oh, everything is great, everything it's what do you call it, we have no problems. But it's like in every marriage, in business, it's always something. If people
You need
people
to,
say that
if you genuinely don't have any problems, you need to be finding some problems, and looking to drive yourself forward. If
exactly.
not, it's a case of, and they don't have to be scary problems. They don't need to be problems that are going to put you out or keep you up at night, but you need to find yourself some problems so that you can continue driving forward. But not to say that you change for the sake of changing. That's definitely important not to do that.
Yes.
But always looking to drive forward. And if you're doing something right, then how can you grow from that point? And I think if you're not wanting to, then it's a case of where are you going to divert that income, and opposite opposite to that, it's a case of if you're needing more income, you're needing to find things to drive forward. It's finding those pinch points and really asking yourself those major questions. Quite often it's the question why. But again, absolutely important, and having those people around you and that structure who are going to ask you those questions and maybe ask you those difficult questions are the ones that's really important. And it's important that we get that and capture that here. I think we're losing you again, Christian. We are on LinkedIn. We are on Zoom at least. We will get him back in just a minute. I think I was talking to myself because I had myself muted in the last one as well, but we will see. This might get cut out. The internet can't do much for this. Yeah, just a filler of time. So again, you need to look at your business, look at what you've got, what you don't have, what you want, what you don't have. And we're back.
Listen, I have to apologize. I'm continue speaking on Instagram so people they can stay still. You see, I love this because at the end of the day, if you stop when you get a problem, then everything stops. But
Yeah.
if you carry on and find solutions on how everything can go moving forward, I think it actually was a great idea that I put my phone to go live on because people can see.
No, that's it. It's brilliant. It's having that contingency plan. And as you say, it's a really good example of it, actually. You know, similarly, I've tried to keep it going in Zoom while I'm here as well, just having a wee talk about some other bits that we can fill in. And again, that's it. It's never really, you know, what's perfect? You know, how are you going to get to perfect? And if you hit perfect, especially in business, as if you come up with an idea and it's a multi-million pound idea immediately and you've not had any mistakes, you've not had any setbacks, any challenges, any failures, you know, then you're very, very lucky. And I'd like to shake your hand and meet you there because I think, you know, we all understand that having that there, it's a case of you have to drive through. You're going to have these problems and just be able to assess the situation and deliver the best that you can. So yeah, no, absolutely, and it's good that you're jumping back so quickly because I am sitting here having a wee conversation to myself.
That's all right. Listen, it's all goes. I think the YouTube is still connecting,
Yeah,
and Instagram is still connected. But you see, the thing is that our goal is and will always be to create that platform which will facilitate business opportunities among our attendees and all the people that are coming and joining from different backgrounds, because that's what we're looking to attract here. This is not just about to be present and listen to somebody speaking. It's about that interaction. And, you know, like David says, he has to be perfect as there is no room for growth or improvement. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring something which is going to be not just you sitting in a room and listen or have the chance to speak for a short period of time. It's about interactive. It's about bringing more chances to say more, to give more, to network properly.
Finding who needs who. Yeah, making sure that the right people are connected to the right people. And again, it's getting to know one another. So again, instead of just having you turn up and there you are, and then by the end of it, that's you done. It's more of a case of you coming to a community. So again, it's more of a welcome. We already know who you're about. You've already got an idea of who you want to meet. We'll make sure that those connections happen and that we get some time to make sure that happens. So again, you're not going to miss out on that, and you're not going to have that difficulty of the you know, we'll always have the icebreakers, don't get me wrong, and we all have to come with our game faces on, but yeah, you'll have that idea, and we'll all have that idea behind us. It's about finding out what we can do together and offering those services, and if not, who do you know that needs it? And again, it's been able it's been able to deliver that to everybody who comes.
For sure. Yeah. Well, that's why we're looking to encourage all the people in the area, not just in the area, but everywhere, to join our Unstoppable Powerhouse, which we just launching our first event very soon, which I know we changed the time a few times for different reasons, but we like I said, we don't want to be perfect. We just want to make sure that it happens in a way that you're going to get that unforgettable experience. It's going to be dynamic, and you're going to get the value you're looking for. Because you know, if you don't get that investment back, it doesn't matter if you pay £1 or £1,000. It's about creating that opportunity to say, "Oh, I've been there. It was an unforgettable experience," and you remember who's Declan, you remember who's Christian, and you remember most of all that you've been through something which creates an unstoppable powerhouse. It's a connection with those people, and I think before I'm crashing again, I put my camera off because I can see my.
I can see you're pausing. Your bandwidth's low, but I think that's because you've got both. I think it's because you've got both on your phone. So maybe I'll have a word and get you some fiber. Well, in the meantime, I think when Christian comes back, obviously, I think it's a good time. We've been speaking for about half an hour. So again, anybody who's able to see or hear me, come along, get in touch, even if it's just to have a conversation on the back end. We're looking to put some great stuff together, get you guys together, and be able to do some great things in the Highlands and across. And so we're not just looking here, but let's reach out. Anybody out there that has seen this, don't feel as though you can't come along, or at least join online as well, because I think we're going to do a few more of these things to get you guys together and maybe have a bit more of a community vibe instead of just us guys talking as well. Here's Christian, I think.
You see, I'm talking. Is coming back in.
Yeah.
I'm continuing to speak on Instagram. So
yeah. I've done the same thing. I think hopefully I've covered YouTube. I think I can still see the live button up there, if not the recordings there. But I think
that's good.
I just started to tie it up really just towards the end there, Christian. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah, I was doing kind of the same. Yeah, I would just say, look, it's all about creating that unstoppable. What am I looking for? Experience. Because that's exactly the minute the people have that impression that they've been heard, seen, and valued, that's exactly when everything just goes in a great way. It doesn't really matter where you go and what you're doing, as long as you remember that you've done it, and then you take it from there, connecting with other people and get into that level where things are changing for the better. And I think that's exactly what we're looking for, right?
Yeah, I'm saying exactly the same thing. And as I was tying it up there, it was a case of, anybody who has seen this or will see this, again, we're doing it live just now, but, anybody who might be seeing the recording or, thinking about reaching out, again, just have a conversation. There's nothing, there's nothing holding you back. Ask some questions, let us know what these challenges are. I love challenges, I love problems. So put one in front of me, and we'll see what we can do. But at the same time, it's about getting to that point. And as you say, having that community. If you're listening and you need that community, you need some people around you where, you said yourself as you were giving a description about who you are. It's a case of, it was the team around you. So not only yourself, and again, you drive that factor. Sure. It's a case of it's the people who are around you. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a team. And being an entrepreneur, so if you're out there solo already, it's daunting to maybe have some people around you where you need to reach out, have some help, and have to go through those negotiations and think about partnerships. It's not that vibe. It's having those people around you that you might be looking for. Who also have their businesses, and that element is totally removed, and it's just a case of being able to talk about your problems, and again, without repeating myself too many times, it's a case, it's really having that community. You can't drive that home, anymore. It's a case of we all get somewhere with the help of other people, whether it's the lessons on top of everything else. So yeah, if you need anything, reach out. I'm sure Christian will tie it up, and we'll get some things over there. So links and contact details, and look forward to hearing from anybody who would like to do something unstoppable, I guess.
Yes, well, you can find us on LinkedIn. You can search for the Unstoppable Powerhouse or Unstoppable Powerhouse Network, because we are everywhere. It's not just one. We have a few, and which is great. And also, if you are one of those high achieving professionals and you're looking to get that full potential on, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking to provide. We are building that community to bring you those like-minded people together, to connect, to collaborate, and to grow. And if you're looking to grow your business, or you're looking to start your own business, learn from industry experts, because it's not going to be just me and Declan. We're going to bring great people which have a track record of great success, and they will speak on different levels alongside with us, because at the end of the day, the more we share, the more we care, and we're looking to become unstoppable.
Love it. That's brilliant.
Excellent.
Right.
Great.
Well,
Declan,
thank you very much, Christian, and thank you everybody else.
Thank you, everybody.
David and everybody else who's joined. It's been great, and again, Look forward to hearing from you, and I'm sure we'll do another one of these soon. So see you soon.
Will do. See you soon.
See ya. Bye.
Take care. Bye.